back to Sew What If I Sew, or welcome if you're new. My name's Jess and this is my channel all about sewing, dressmaking and all things stitch related. And today you join me for video number 1 in a very exciting challenge series I'm bringing to you called #SewNew in June. So this challenge is designed to guide you through the process of a new technique or a new garment or a new fabric, and you can share what you've done at the end of the week. So each day of the challenge has a different focus. I've put the infographic up here so you can see, and each day we're going to go through a different stage of the garment making process. And if you're like me, you'll be making one garment across the whole week and focusing on a different bit each day. What I am doing is making a new garment to me in a new fabric to me, with various techniques I've never tried before and a couple that I really need to sort of stretch myself and get better at. So it's going to be quite a week. As I said, this is to celebrate my first year on Instagram and, you know, with the blog and everything of Sew What If I Sew. So I will be really going for it and vlogging every day this week. My pattern I will be telling you more about tomorrow, but today I'm going to tell you about the brand new fabric to me. Now it's very fitting the fabric I'm using for this project is from the Rag Shop, and the Rag Shop are one of the lovely sponsors of the giveaway running alongside this challenge. So to enter that giveaway, you follow along with any stage of the challenge, tag me with the #SewNew in June on Instagram, and that will enter you into the giveaway. So really looking forward to sharing my first step of my project with you guys today. You might be sat there thinking, what fabric have you not sewn with? Because the thing is, generally, I'm not that fussed about sewing with new fabrics. I just get on with it. But there is one fabric I have avoided like the plague because I'm quite a messy person and this fabric creases really badly, in my experience anyway, from wearing like ready-to-wear garments. And also, it's quite an expensive fabric, so I've always been a bit worried about making something that I either end up not liking or that I'm going to mess up massively. So obviously this is still a concern, but I've decided to bite the bullet and go for it. So what fabric can I possibly be talking about? I am talking about linen. I know, there's so many people sew in linen all the time, they're like, what's wrong with you? But it genuinely scares me, because it creases terribly. And if you wear linen trousers on like a long haul flight, for example, you stand up looking like, you know, you look pristine when you sit down and end up looking like a bit of a paper bag when you get up. So, you know, I think it's so beautiful, and I really admire those women who can wear linen without creasing, because I'm not one of those people. However, you will see the pattern I've chosen to hopefully counteract some of that tomorrow in tomorrow's vlog. But today, let's look at the fabric I'm going to be using. So here it is. It's this stunning, it's a lavender colour. It looks kind of dusty pink in the camera, but it's actually Lavender Enzyme-Washed Linen from the Rag Shop. And I really decided to just go for it. Oh, there's a wee corner missing there. I really decided to just go for it and buy an expensive, or fairly expensive linen. In terms of my general fabric budget, this is £7 per half metre. It's a lovely, like quite robust linen. I didn't want it too lightweight. Even from being folded though, you can already see the creases really set in. It is opaque in the sense that if I put it against myself, you can't actually see through it. But obviously a little bit of light is coming through. But it has a really like strong, light stretch one way, no stretch the other. And it's got a lovely, like slightly rough, but really soft texture. Like, I know it sounds weird, but it's like, I don't mean rough, I mean textured. That's the word I mean. Slightly textured, but really lovely and soft. And I think it's going to go really well with the pattern that I will introduce tomorrow. So just for the sake of it, I'm really bad at remembering to do this, but the fabric is 230 GSM and it is 100% linen. So here it is. I have 2 meters for my project. I'll put a proper photo up. It's really hard to capture the colour, so I might have to steal the colour off the Rag Shop website to show you guys, but it's linked below. And I'm really excited to use it. It's really pretty. It's a nice colour. I think it works with my new hair quite well, which looks incredibly brassy, by the way, in this light right now. I don't know why. It's a lot lighter than it looks right now. And I think it'll look really cute, the sort of light strawberry blondish I am at the moment with this. I will be going even more blonde later in the summer, but obviously you've got to leave some, you know, some space between bleaching, because you want to make sure your hair's really healthy and can stand up to it. So, what are the challenges of sewing with linen? Now, the first one is, I can already see it happening, linen frays really quite badly, and it's known for it really. And I know that when you pre-wash linen, it can fray incredibly badly. So what I've heard from various sewing colleagues is that I need to overlock all of the edges before I pre-wash this. So I'm quite nervous because obviously, you know, like, I don't want to ruin this fabric, but equally I think I won't lose anything by very carefully overlocking around the edges before it goes in for a pre-wash. I'm going to wash it on its own at 30, and basically, fingers crossed, I will then air dry it and it will be fine. So I'm going to take you guys with me for that process, because that's the first step of my project. And I think I'm really excited to work with it, but I assume you can tell, I'm so nervous. So we're going to wash it together. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. I'm not going to think about the fact it's £7 per half metre, so if I ruin it, I've ruined it forever, and I can't afford to buy any more at this point. But fingers crossed, I'll be joining you guys tomorrow with some beautiful fabric. So in the meantime, let's overlock it first and then we'll pop it into wash. So please ignore the state of the office, but here we are. So my linen has been overlocked at the edges. Obviously I don't have to be super neat about it, it's just to make sure it doesn't fray in the wash. So now we're going to pop it in the wash, so I'm going to take it with me. Again, please ignore the pile of washing. I was about to put it on, then realised I should do this first. So, excuse my awfully grotty washing machine cupboard. So I'm going to chuck it in. I'm going to put my lovely laundry egg in with it, which we use instead of detergent. And then I'm going to do a quick 30, because that's what we normally wash everything on. And make it go, and we will see how it comes out. So here we are. I took it out of the wash last night and it was kind of too dark to catch up with you guys. But it's actually not wrinkled badly at all. The edges, the overlocked edges have stayed fine. It's like completely dry. Oh, it's fallen. So I'm pretty happy with that actually. So I'm going to fold this up and iron it, and then we will be ready to go, and I can introduce my pattern to you later on today.